at the close of a two-day continental workshop on building solutions for internally displaced persons. Ibrahim Karanja has more for us.
As Africa continues to witness an increase in persons internally displaced, either by conflict or natural calamities, lack of reliable data has become a major setback in settling IDPs.
Most of the research is textbook. How many people have gone to the communities, even just around them, to find out how they are doing.
It's not one to just, come into the community and say, now, here's intervention, here are houses, here are schools. But it's one that really has to come from the place of understanding that they are actors in their own development.
A continental workshop on building solutions to IDPs in Africa held at Kabarak University has found that lack of understanding of the subject by policymakers has occasioned a slow implementation of set-down policies, such as the Kampala Convention of 2009.
But when you look at the ratification level and what those leaders agreed, 10 years, 12 years, 15 years down the road, nothing much is being done.
Various countries in the continent have made different steps, with Sierra Leone lauded as the most progressive insofar as addressing the IDP situation is concerned.
It's good to have an action plan, but you must have also a working group, on IDPs. So they will now be the advocates, and they will call to the government to book when they hesitate or they are slow in implementing the action plans.
Stories that we really need to tell. Governments are not really interested because it points at their failure in terms of responsibility.
In Kenya, the IDP situation has been an eyesore since most people displaced by the 2007-2008 post-election violence are yet to be settled.
Inclusion of women, the participation of women in decision-making that affects their lives in the context of displacement is very key.
The solutions need to be contextual, to take into account the different problems, and the different contexts in which they find themselves.
Various academics, the policymakers, the people in charge of governments can also pick that information and then find appropriate solutions to implement with a view to eradicating the problem that is specific to each country.
The conclusion of the two-day conference now sets in motion the conversation about IDPs in Africa, with policymakers expected to borrow from the research conducted by academia. Ibrahim Karanja, KTN News.